नमस्ते बिटिया, सदा खुश रहो। Myself, Dr. Hemant Vyas, Associate Professor, Head of Department of Surgery, Faculty of Homeopathic Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. In today's lecture of uh, urinary surgery, we are going to discuss about polycystic kidneys. Polycystic kidneys are also called as congenital cystic kidneys. This is an autosomal dominant disease transmitted through chromosome from one of the parents. Early onset congenital cystic kidneys are found to be autosomal recessive, more common in women. Here we can see a photograph of a recessive polycystic kidney, autosomal recessive polycystic kidney. Types: ADPKD, that means autosomal dominant polycystic kidney disease, and ARPKD, autosomal recessive polycystic kidney disease. Further, it is divided into fetal types. That is, fetal type, that is autosomal recessive disease may cause intrauterine death due to obstructed labor. Infantile type, autosomal recessive, early renal failure with death within 3 to 5 years of life. Adult type, autosomal dominant type, present in the 3rd to 4th decade with symptoms. Associated lesions: congenital polycystic disease of liver in 18% of cases, congenital polycystic diseases of pancreas, congenital polycystic diseases of ovary or testes, and berry aneurysms. Pathology: during development, some of the uriniferous tubules fail to join with the collecting duct. Such uriniferous tubules develop into cysts. The important pathological features are as follows: both kidneys are affected. They enlarge often to 3 to 4 times the normal size. Cysts are distributed evenly throughout cortex and medulla. Contents of cystic ovary, but it is not urine. The kidney are studded with multiple large cysts. When the cysts rupture into the pelvis of the kidney, it results into hematuria. As the disease progresses, cysts progress in the size, which lead to pressure atrophy of the functional renal parenchyma, leading to renal failure. Clinical features: even though congenital, it manifests at middle age, around 40 years. Dull aching pain in both lesions is due to stretching of the renal capsule. This is called as dragging pain. Microscopic or macroscopic hematuria in 70 to 80% cases can be seen. Hypertension is secondary. In 75% cases, it is due to renal ischemia, which stimulate juxtaglomerular apparatus to secrete renin. It may also be related to separate genetic factors. Bilateral renal mass: both kidney are enlarged. Surface is nodular or bossellated, firm and hard, and sometimes cystic. Features of renal failure: there is thirst, vomiting, abdominal distension due to paralytic ileus, anuria, uremic smell, coated tongue, and anemia. Infection: pyelonephritis. Acute pain: if there is hemorrhage into an infection of cyst. Colicky pain is due to blood clot in the ureter. Diagnosis: serum urea and creatinine to rule out renal failure. Normal creatinine level is around 0.8 to 1.6 mg%. Normal urea is 20 to 40 mg%. Plain X-ray KUB. Enlarged kidney can be seen because of changes in the density between the perirenal pad of fat and the kidney. Abdominal USG and CT scan to confirm the diagnosis can be done. IVU, the spider leg deformity of the calyces, can be seen. Treatment: asymptomatic polycystic kidney does not require any treatment other than regular follow-up. Polycystic kidney with hypertension Control of hypertension with drugs. When hypertension becomes uncontrolled, bilateral nephrectomy followed by renal transplantation should be done. Infected cyst or if pyelonephritis develops, appropriate antibiotics are given and if necessary, the cyst should be aspirated using ultrasound guidance. Polycystic disease with renal failure. Emergency dialysis followed by renal transplantation is the treatment of choice. The related donor should be screened for polycystic trait. That's it from the today's presentation. This session is powered by digital version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Hope you are satisfied with this digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will try to resolve it. Thank you very much.